Good evening, internet peeps. It's Colin again. What can I say? I've been extra lucky this week. I have just so many cars to share with you. I couldn't show them all, so I picked out a few, and we'll see how many we can get in half an hour. Because I don't think I'm gonna do it, but we'll give it a shot. Here's an interesting one to kick us off. I've got in my hand. It's called the XT3 vehicle. I haven't seen many of these, and it is a vintage, all metal, three-wheelers. I do go for the old three-wheelers, so I may shine the engine up a little bit on this. Obviously it's a fancy car, but you don't see many of them, and I do go out of my way for the weird and wonderful. So that's in a lovely shade of purple with sort of like orange flames on it. The old Blackwall wheels. It's in very good condition. I'm pleased to have that one. Very good car. Reminds me of a bit of the Jet one that I've also got. Right, let's get Marky out of the way. This one's especially for Marky. Marky has got the new, is it the S2000? Let me just check her. Yes, the S2000 Honda. He's got the new green one. And luckily this week, I've also found the green one. And there we are. Personally, not a big fan of this green. No details on the back. There is some lens detail on the front. I think they're stickers. Where it is slightly better than the yellow one, it's got colour-coded wheels. So that's a cool point. So there you go. I can find a plus in there somewhere. There's always a somewhere plus there somewhere, Marky. But your yellow one, which is just dropped on the floor, is here. So there you go. As promised, you tell me whether you think that's better than the green one or not. So now you've seen it. It's got sort of like the stickers on the front like the other one. Has no detail on the back. Obviously the same casting, plastic base, plastic wheels. But you let me know what you think. And it says G ready on the side. I'm not sure what they make. Right, here is, now this is one of the things that's arrived today. This is pretty, this is pretty groundbreaking stuff, this, because even the big channels have just shown this, but I'm lucky enough to have this today. It's the new Chevy, love, and this is the premium one. Very lucky to have this, and I saw today on one of the channels that it wasn't, Chevy used another car to base this upon. Was it, I'm not sure which brand it was now, but it wasn't one of theirs, which doesn't surprise me because it does look a bit like a foreign car, whether it's a Subaru or something along those lines. I can't remember now. I think it might have been a Mazda, but it doesn't look American, so it doesn't surprise me if that's the case. But I like, I'm very pleased to have a premium one of this casting. I don't think I can because it's colour coded. I would have liked to change the base out on this one, which sounds sacrilegious to many. For the rare one I've got, this is my favourite, and I've got many, which I'll go through today, is this Zamak one. This is my favourite because it actually looks more like a standard sort of car. Obviously a plastic base on this one. Lovely like blue disc wheels. This one is my favourite out of all of them. Doesn't have any details on the front. Well, not highlighted details. Has ordinary details. It has Chevrolet highlighted on the back. That's my favourite. But we'll crack through the others. A yellow one for Sylvester. I think I've got more or less all of them. I might not have them all, but I'll stand corrected. So there you go. That's the yellow one. The red one. Okay. Actually, I'm missing one. I have got the green one from the Flying Customs, and it seems to not be here, but I have got it. Excuse me. So there's this sort of like a lime green one out of the standard line, but there is a darker green one, I think it is, out the Flying Customs, and it's doesn't seem to be with these. I don't know where it is at the moment. And I think this is one of the more recent ones with flames. So there you go. More or less all the Chevy loves that I'm very lucky to have. That one's got an orange base, which I particularly like. I'm very lucky to have so many. There is another green, but where it is, I don't know. Sometimes I lose track of them. This one is one I just had at the premium line. Skyline, Fast and Furious Skyline. All metal, real riders. I didn't fancy this one much from the side, but it does look nicer from the roof and from the rear, because you have got the highlighted details there. And you've got the front elevation detail as well. Very nice car. That one looks better in person. I'm glad I bought that one. Very nice wheels as well. This bus, you may have noticed, very unusual. It's Columbia Icefield Snow Coach Tours. Quite a rare beast, I think, this one. It's not in perfect condition, but to be fair, I had to have it. It's so weird and wonderful. I think it has a plastic base and a die-cast top, but what a weird looking thing. Very weird. I like weird and wonderful. Very unusual bus. I hope you enjoy seeing that. They are rubber tyres. Looks more like a 4x4 bus or something. It's definitely out there. I don't think there's that many of them. There might be more in Colombia, I have no idea, but there's that one, which is very cool. I don't know quite what to make of it because I'm not seeing it anywhere else. And you may notice in the background the dinky truck, the AEC truck, has been fixed. It's got a very nice dinky German military car on the back. Let me get it right. A Volkswagen KDF. I did this one. I bought this one with no tyres, so these are replacement tyres that I had. All metal. Has it got? Yes, it has got a very crude interior, but I'm sure the original one did. Still got its tail hook. I think that was the original tyre on it on the hood, but yes, I think that's the only original tyre. It had the hood tyre, or is it the bonnet? I'm not quite sure on a German car. But there you are. That's very nice. And the other one is obviously an American one because of the star half track. I'm not going to go into detail who it's by because it's I think it's more of a display model. It just happens that it looks quite good on the dinky transporter, and quite a few were worried that it was broken. I was incorrect. That it was. I said it was one piece, and like all the others of this particular casting, it does come apart. But this one's so solid, it can't have been apart many times. I have tidied it up. I've polished up some of the wheel hubs because they've gone rusty. But that is in very good condition, and as you can see, the tail ramps are now back in situ. Epoxy resin's a wonderful thing. There you are. You won't notice that much on the back. I could paint it green, but I don't think it's really worth the trouble. I cleaned up the axle like I said I would, so now it's not rusty. Well, it is just a little bit. I've missed a little bit just there. But it's in remarkable condition, and it's back together. So there you go. Don't worry about that. It's fixed. Steve Austin is now repaired. This one, I think I showed in a previous video, the Street Roader. Ian sold it to me, but I have a little friend for it that came today, an older one. It's sort of like a purple livery with some sort of zigzag down the middle. Very good condition. Came in a job lot. All metal. Plastic wheels. Nice car. Chuff with that. This one, an interesting ACME one. That's made by Greenlight. A 350 Ford transporter truck with operating the ramps. It does have a lift-in hood. Coca-Cola obviously livery which was the defining point for me. I've always wanted a Coca-Cola transporter. Can actually see the engine in there. The Coca-Cola sort of like wave on the side. See the lovely front definition there. Great to have a Coca-Cola, and it has an even better quality. The truck isn't tremendous quality. It does have real riders, but the only sort of like die-cast part is the cab. So don't think this is an exceptional buy. It isn't. I did get it quite cheap, but it isn't particularly heavy because it's mostly plastic. So I wanted to walk. As long as you know that, then go ahead and buy it. But if you didn't know that, you might be a bit disappointed when it turned up, because it's mostly plastic. Now the car isn't. The car is quality. Very nice. An opening hood that opens wide to show the detail, which is great. Obviously it's a Mustang, number 9. Nice detail on the back. Nice to have a sweeted Coca-Cola truck. Now do excuse me if I look at some of these as I go through, because I've made very little preparation. I saw this in somebody else's video, and I'll bring it to your attention as well, is the cards are changing. The J-hooks are finishing, and this is the only card I've got, but it shows how lucky I am to have found so many new cars in this country. We don't think this is the norm. This is an absolute freak. I found so many cars so quickly in one place in the UK. Freak. It'll never happen again. I bought a tremendous amount of cars, but this sort of like laminate is how they're going to save money, because obviously it can be printed with that on rather than stick a J-hook on it. So I thought I would show that because I saw it and it was interesting to me, and I hope it's interesting to you. It's the only card I've got that's got that on, so it did stand out to me. This one is very interesting, the Mitsubishi ACX. I think this one was one of the cars I brought from Warren, with an opening hood. Obviously it's a majorette. Suspension, lovely blue colour. Obviously plastic base and plastic wheels, but I haven't got many Mitsubishi, so that's a great addition to the collection. This one I'm lucky to have, and I got this from Ryan off eBay. I had been chasing this one for a while. Obviously it's the Lamborghini Miura, one of my favourite cars of all time. This green, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's nice to have the colour-coded plastic base. Number 5. Lovely details, considering the scale of the car. I hope you like that as much as I do. Now this one is quite a rare car, and luckily I've also bought another, so I'm going to have 2 of these. It's a Cobra, but it's from a multi-pack, and obviously I bought it because it's orange, but this can go for big money apparently. It's quite rare. This one's in particularly good condition, and I bought it from a lady called Tammy, so thank you to Tammy if she ever sees this. She's moving abroad, and I bought quite a few cars off her. Just make sure I get this right. This is a huge 4x4, and as per usual it doesn't say, but it's a Corvette, an early one from Hot Wheels with flames on the bonnet. Not in brilliant condition, but I can tie that up a little bit and try and straighten out the wheels. Nice car, nice car. This one, as you know, I've been chasing. The Speedtail, McLaren. Needs no introduction. Everybody's shown it, but at least I got it. In fact, I've got a spare of that one now as well. An interesting R8, is it? Yes, an R8 from Majorette. Cracking silver highlight to the outside of the wheel there, and you can actually see the sort of like ridges in the wheel. Obviously a cabriolet or a convertible, whichever you want to say. You've got the little lens detail on the back. You've got sort of like the offset square for Audi on the front. Wow, it's a nice car. And I like the way... Oh, that one hasn't got any suspension. They usually do with Majorette, but that one, no. Oh, slightly, but not as much as usual. Here's another great find. Is this one the high beam? I think it is. Yeah, the high beam from the Olympics, the recolor. So we found that one, and we also found this fancy car, which is oh, what's it called? I can't quite see. Ah, well, it's a fancy car, and it's a recolor for the Olympics. But this is the one I'm more interested in. Let's say to Sleeker. Oh, 2000 GT, tell a lie. From the Olympics livery. Hasn't got any details on the back, but it has got some lens detail in the front. Got a few of these cars. Very pretty car. Couple of Chevys today as well. What does it say on the side? Chevy. Oh, Chevy Fever? Yeah, it's 55 Chevy Fever. There we go. Not in brilliant condition, but I didn't pay a lot for it. The metal base, which I'll tidy up a little bit. I might touch up the red. Flames on the bonnet. Just a nice car. This is a later one, because it says oh, Robo Zoo on the side. The tampos are still intact. It's got some dings and scrapes, but obviously this is a plastic base, so it's a lot newer, a more recent car. So, but it's nice to have it. Another one to the collection. This one I'm really chuffed about. Yet another Camaro with an opening hood. Magnificent. So is that 12 now? Not seen that livery before. Very unusual. Not seen that one. That was very lucky. Don't think I paid a lot for that one. Chevelle, the new Chevelle, plastic base. Got a very interesting stance, that one. Looks mean man, in that red. Not seen that one show much. This one I paid up for. This is a premium Matchbox. Obviously it's Corvette, but not the split window one. Real riders, suspension, all black. Well, sort of like a slate grey. Got some detail on the front there. Killer car, I'm very pleased with that one. This one is a Majorette. Oh no, Matchbox, tell a lie. A Lotus. It just says a Lotus, so not sure which model it is, but it's in a flat black. Okay wheels. I just liked the look of this one. Okay, we're on to some Paganis now. This one is the Roadster. The Harrier, or however you say it, I'm not sure. But this is the new one with the green. You do have some lens detail on the back. Obviously a plastic base. Some nice details on the interior. Black stripe. Has got some headlight detail there. This is the main line in blue. Got some interesting details in the bonnet, and some sort of like highlighted details in the body colour as well. It's like a lighter blue with sort of like, I don't know, S's in there. Nice car. This is the one I'm really chuffed with though. This is a premium one. Haven't seen this one shown very much, but the copper, sort of like the copper orange colour. This is a premium. Although it's flat black, it is metal, this one. Real riders. Incredible. Incredible. Very fast car. Very fast car. This is a Barracuda from the 50th anniversary. I'm not sure if the base is metal or plastic. I think it's metal, but a nice car, and obviously a direct copy of the original. Oh, we did those, all good. The new Jags Camaro, is it? Yep, new Jags Camaro. Seen that a few times. There you go. Look, luckily, Marky, I was able to find one. You can see the different sponsors at the bottom there. This is another new one. Ram Rebel in red. Looks very similar to the other new one. There you go, what does it say there? Oh, sorry. Knocked it again. Oh, it just says Ram on the front. I wasn't sure what it says, but it says Ram. So there you go, another truck. An interesting majorette, this one. A Renault... What does it say? Can't quite read it. It is Renault Megane. Very interesting one, this one, because it has a tail hook, has opening doors, has the suspension. It's a little bit knocked about, but a very interesting car because of the sort of like backside, as it was the adverts used to say. Nice car. Somewhat better condition Mitsubishi there. Is that the one we talked about earlier? Might have been. Oh, it's another one. It's the same. Have a look. Is it exactly the same? Oh yes, two the same, but I think it's a slightly different blue. Only slightly. Or is it just that one's worn and the other one isn't? There you go. I got a double. Might give that to my friend Jay. In fact, yes, it's had a bit of damage. And my friend Jay will have that one. I'm sure it's somewhere on the way. We'll put that in the drawer for him. I didn't know he had a double of that. Right, I'll have to start cooking. We're getting short on time. This is a Siku, Jaguar F-Type, red with opening doors. Very lucky to have that. This one is a shocking pink. It's a majorette and it's something I can't read. This is a Ford Mustang Boss, but shocking pink. I tell you what we'll do. We'll go on to something of interest. Those with eagle eyes might have spotted this in the background. Very interesting car, this. This is in the package Lockups Matchbox. Never seen anybody open one of these. I've never seen one in the package. Die-cast central locking doors and wheels. Number 16 on the top. Sort of like Firebird or something on the bottom. It has a key. So there you can see it's still in the package. And on the back it's got several cars on the back there. If you want to have a look at that. See if I can get it into a better light. There are some details there. Shows you a picture of the key and where it fits underneath. So there you go, let's open that. Get me trusty little knife and we'll whack that open. Not very often I open things on camera because it's boring, but I thought this was exceptional and we'd open it together. So the key's out and the car's almost there. Obviously I'll save the card, I'll probably remove the plastic from it. One key that says lockups on it. You often see the keys for sale by themselves. Oh, and it has got a Firebird hybrid, it says, does it? Oh no, it says turbo on the back, turbo it says. So the key does fit. Oh, hopefully it does. Be in trouble. Oh yes, the key does fit, and you turn it. Well, I don't know, I've never done this before, but let's have a look. Oh yeah, turn it there. Oh, at the moment it's got operational wheels, has opening doors, real riders, plastic base as far as I can denote. It didn't say on the outside what this is, but it looks like a Firebird to me. Not sure which year it is. Does it say? No, it doesn't say. Oh, it says lock and unlock. You turn it to the left to lock it. So turn it to the left, and you don't turn it very far. You just turn it over there. It says turn it left to lock. Oh, I see. You turn it to the left to lock, and then yeah, it's now. I suppose if somebody was going to steal your car, they couldn't use it. And if you then pop the key back in, don't turn it far. Put the key back in. Turn it to the right. It unlocks. Turn it to the left. And there you go, it's locked again. Is it both sets of wheels? Yes, I think it works. It locks both sets, which is that's quite an interesting feature. As you can see, it's mint. Hasn't got any details on the back. But wow, isn't that amazing to see something come out of the packet? I'm amazed, and I just did it. I'm happy to share that with you. I don't very often open things, but I hope you enjoyed that, because that's cool. Maybe I'll show it in another video if you want to ask me something about it, or something I didn't say or cover. But that is super cool, and I'm very lucky to own that in a mint condition. Let's go through some other ones quickly. These are very unusual because these are glow in the dark cars. I have 3 of these now, and they really do glow in the dark. Maybe when I've got more time, it's got suffered a little bit of damage on the back, I'll show how they light up. But we now have the Porsche, the Firebird, is a Matchbox I presume, yeah, Matchbox, and the Nissan as well. The Nissan's probably in the best shape of all of them. Burning, does it say? I'm not sure which model it is, but it is definitely a Nissan. One of the Zs, 240Z is it? Anyway, got quite high suspension on it, but that's new today. Well, it's not new out of the package, but it's new to me. And as you can see, most of those got scratched up, but that one is pretty much minto. This one is in very good condition, number 1, number 13, number 1. And as you can see, the Porsche is a little bit beat up. I paid very little for the Porsche. I think it came in a job lot. Oh, knocked the camera, sorry, very unprofessional again. An interesting ones, I'm not going to get through them all, so we'll try and get through as many, and I'll do the new ones. Very interesting majorette limo here. Went out of my way to get this one. Thanks to Val for these. And I did have a trouble with an eBay seller who tried to charge me double on the postage like they do, and he tried to strong arm me into paying, and I said no, and I bought them for about 1/3 of the price off this other seller. I don't like it when sellers do that. They sell the item cheap and then try and rip you up on the postage. Quite unfair, and you have to stand your ground, but he was bullying me like there's no tomorrow. Oh, the sunroof moves, that's an interesting feature. There you go, the sunroof opens and closes as well. I had seen that and I'd forgotten it. So you've got 4 opening doors, all metal. I had seen these before. O-Dog's got them, so I had my eye out for them for a while, but that one was a reasonable price. And it also came with this one. I believe it's a real toy. No, it's a King's oh, I can't think of the name now, but you know, the King's whatever it is, the pullback toy ones. And this is a pullback. Nice grill on it. I'm not sure which. Oh, it is a Lincoln. I was going to surmise a Lincoln, but I wasn't sure. 4 opening doors, and the same. The sunroof does indeed open and close. Which this one has real riders. Plastic base this time, but I bought those 2 together and I'm quite happy with those. I have got a Corgi Gold, oh, that's got quite a nice shut to it as well. Nice, I haven't really looked at those. Anyway, we'll whip through the new ones. We have the new 57 Chevy in blue. That's not a new one, but you might want to see that because it's a heat fleet and it's a gasser. I will change that around to make it higher at the back than the front, but there we are. It might be sacrilegious to some. This is a cracking Mini GT, and a Nissan with the Martini livery, particularly like that, absolutely storming. They have the new Porsche. The new Shelby, is it? Yep, the new Shelby livery. And we also have the new Honda in blue. We've all seen these. Lovely details on the Honda. The Frankenstein truck in red. There's a Kangol, Kangoo I should say. This one does open, a majorette one. It's a bit rough, got that one off Warren. Actually there was two and I gave the other one to my friend today. The new Mazda in green. These are all mainline cars. The new Batman. Saw this show by somebody else and I like the look of it because of the all silver and the blue highlights. The rolling toaster. I bought this because I heard about the moving part and it isn't quite as good as I thought, but I've got it, so I haven't seen anybody else show it before, so I'm showing it so everybody knows what it's like. It's got a metal base. It is what it is. If you like it, buy it. If not, not. The custom Otto in blue with a plastic base. I'm really grateful I found so many. The Ford Lightning is it in gold. Found that one as well. Outstanding, outstanding. This is one, this is the wagon. Is it a Oldsmobile? Is it, what is it? No, it's a Chevelle, 70s Chevelle wagon. This is one with the sort of like race car livery on it, and I've removed it with nail polish remover. So that is what's possible. You can actually add sort of like stripes, brown stripes on the roof, and Hotwheels down the side. I didn't like it, so I much prefer it in a plain green. That's what you can do. And I've also done it with the Nissan. That has the is it Chinese or Japanese writing down the side. I have actually removed them. I have actually painted it in a little bit because it's very hard to do, because sometimes you remove paint and not just the decals, but I prefer that without the decals. The new Sylvia. The new police car at that range. I'm not sure what the model is. I'll have a look. I'm running short of time and I'm just trying to pack them in for you. Another Nissan police car that I've removed the decals from. Oh, the Colin in silver. Got that as well. This is all in one shop. I did tremendously well. Silver Corvette with the sort of like stars and stripes. Metal base, plastic. This is a cracking old one. This is a Corgi that I remember from a boy, and I did go through this one. I've shined up the base. There you go, an Escort. But I always liked the flared wheel arches on this. I never had one. Had Monte Carlo on the roof, and I wasn't too worried about that. But this one is in very good condition, and I've polished it up somewhat today, so it looks a little bit, well, it looks a little bit better because I've made that very shiny. I really like that. I hope you like that too. Liam Perrin's truck. This is a Corgi. Picked it up very cheaply. I thought it was going to be 1/64 scale, and I was pleased when it was this big. Obviously all metal. Great truck. We've got this is the RAV4. I don't think it's any significant make, but it has got opening doors. It's missing one of its wheel hubs. It's quite nice quality. This is this one. I picked this one up very cheaply. This is a real toy. It says it's a Ford. I can't remember, F something. But there you go. It's sort of like a big hauler truck. I picked that one up cheap as chips, so very nice. Image, the choice of champions. The choice of champion. Okay. Racing, adventure. So you can see the tailpipes there. Real Riders, plastic base, quite heavy that one. That was a good buy. Anyway, I've covered most of them there. One more. I'll just knock this one in because this one is exceptional. It's very heavy. I haven't mentioned these before. I have a few of these, and I can suggest you chase them if you can find any. This is by a company called Joel, and it's all metal, and they're screwed together. Real riders. On this one, all 4 wheels steer, which is just amazing. The bucket has a separate moving part. All the hydraulics in the bucket move, and it actually has the stabilization posts on the back. I don't think they move, but I haven't really investigated yet. They seem like not, but I can't get over the stress the quality of that. It's even got the and they move in 3 dimensions as well as moving left or right. They move up and down those. They really do put tremendous detail into these Joel models. Exceptional quality, and I'm glad to add another one to the collection. Right, I'm worn out. It's been a busy day, and in fact a busy couple of days. I've got a lot more to show you, but that's all we can pack in. If you've got any more questions, let me know, because it was very rushed. I hope you enjoyed all those new ones. There is a couple that I didn't get to that are in there, but nothing of real consequence. There's a very nice BMW. It's a Z1. I like that with 36, just a mainline car. There's a Matchbox truck, metal base. This is an early one, I don't know what it's called, but we'll just show it. So that was a nice car. The new Aston Martin, I didn't show that, that's there. The recolor of the Jeep Gladiator, that's there. I'm not sure if this is a Mustang. That's a new one. Some sort of fire car. This is a Majorette Mini. No opening parts, but very nice, obviously with a little bit of suspension. This one is Corvette. Very nice. An interesting truck. Not from the main line, this one, with Steve Lightning on the back. Steve McQueen Lightning. Straight pipes, but with a metal base. I've never seen a straight pipes with a metal base. That was bought in the job lot. Very happy with that. A Majorette Porsche with opening doors. I think that may be it. Hope you enjoyed those. Take care. Catch you in the next edition. Bye bye.